Polish with the craft. Yes, sir. Look. FTC, serve it up clean. Strictly for the culture, not the clout chasing team. I'ma spit the raws for $1 and a dream, but the passion never lacking, that's the magic in between. Good cold cuts and the condiments you need. Got the block hopping, about to make the speakers bleed. Party with the team. DJ B, that's Diggy Big Spoon, and my nigga OT. Yay from the D, and we keep it G. But hip hop is life, so no vultures on the scene. Don't need to be seen, but I will be heard. Or tagged on the wall, the visual you deserve. The elements at 3 a.m. got you litty. Rocking and bobbing from city to city. Popping and locking, the swag slick, silly. Polish with the craft, so I need a few millies.
No vultures, this for the culture. No vultures,
Yo.
this for the culture.
What's going on, y'all?
This for the culture.
Like, my name is OT from the D, and I like to, formally introduce y'all to the fifth element. I got my man Ray Son, my man DJ Sev, my man DJ Slim in the house, and we all about bringing the culture together, especially bringing a lot of light to what's going on out here in Vegas, this world of hip hop, and in the world of hip hop by itself. You know what I mean? Before we get into any of our special guests that we got here today, because we got some really special guests out here for you. Some definite people that you're gonna want to listen to. What we're gonna do is have our co-hosts introduce themselves. That way you can become more familiar with them. All right, go ahead.
Boom, boom. I'm Ray's son, the old young head. What's happening? Give you a little information about me. I was born in Italy, Vicenza, Italy. And I graduated high school in Korea, moved to Vegas in 92. And since then, I'm a Vegas representative, you know what I mean? And that's about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hip-hop head and representing for it.
No doubt.
Fifth element.
Word.
No doubt.
Word.
Yo, DJ Sev, go ahead. Tell them who you is.
Ooh. Okay. Y'all, what's going on? My name DJ 7, or I can go by Smooth K, a.k.a., you know what I'm saying? I'm in high school, 11th grade this year. Thank goodness I passed.
There you go.
Quarantine. But a little about myself. I was born and raised in Vegas, West Side, and I've been doing comedy for 2 years now. And I've been DJing since I was 2 years old, believe it or not. And then I started doing my own thing when I was 10.
Definitely.
But other than, you know what I'm saying, making money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Slim, tell them who you is.
Peace, DJ Slim, Khalid Asil, peace to all the human family to the planet Earth. From Detroit, raised in Love Victory, Las Vegas, and been DJing for a little while, man, doing music, music, producing, rapping, all the whole thing, man. It's fair. But glad to be here, man. Fifth element.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into a little bit of hip-hop news, what's going on around the country as far as hip-hop goes. My man Ray, he got a lot of notes on the thing right now. Go ahead and tell him what's going on. Because, it's a lot happening today. That King's Disease dropped, and what else? The Donda listening.
Trying to drop.
Right. The listening. Right. That was good. That was good. And what else we got going on, Ray? Go ahead and tell them what's going on.
All right, we got a whole lot going on. Like you said, you got that King's Disease. You got that Versus.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Locks versus Dipset.
Man.
Man, y'all want to dig into that? You want to dig into that?
Let's go ahead and get into it. Why not? Let's go ahead.
Yonkers versus Harlem.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right.
My goodness.
What you think?
Yeah, Jada spazzed on him, man. Let's just keep it 100. I'm like, right. Jada spazzed on him.
He deboed him the whole time.
I'm like, and it was, you seen the classic pic that he took at the end of the Kobe with the champagne pic.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, but it was fitting though. It was fitting. I'm like, man, what he did out there on stage, he brought back a real element of hip hop that people don't really get to see that much. And that's just really going out there and taking charge of the crowd, being a real MC, instead of just getting out there rapping over the tracks or whatever the case may be. He was really doing this thing right now, man. And I'm like, man, I was just proud of the way hip hop represented itself.
The Dips came for a fashion show.
Absolutely.
The Locks came for war.
Yeah, I'm like the Dips. I'm like, if you want to get your drip right, I'm like, that's what that's what you want to do. You want to imitate what they do.
Look good. You better look good.
I'm like, man, but if you wanted to get your skills right,
Right.
you wanted to tap into what Jada was doing.
Right.
You did.
Right.
There were some tense moments during the show.
Oh, absolutely.
most
You see, when Cameron was trying to kick Styles P was trying to take his shoe off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know who came in calling themselves a pussy or something like that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a tense moment by itself.
Right. Yeah. Sheik called the pussy ass niggas.
Yeah,
From the beginning.
which was crazy. I was
Right.
like, man, I thought y'all was homies.
They pressed them from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they
Pressed them from
did.
the
Yeah, they
beginning to the
did.
end. Man, what else? Let's see. There was a lot going on during the whole thing. Cam freestyling, forgetting his bars at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was suspect.
wow.
That was definitely suspect.
Wow.
Right. Jada,
Dope.
yanking your boy Santana's rag off his head, throwing it on the ground.
Man, look, man,
Disrespectful.
I wanted to say this about about Santana. First of all, he looked like he was off something. I don't know what he was on, but he definitely wasn't all in the right mind.
Santana.
You know what I mean?
Santana.
Because he was just walking around, and I was like, what is this dude doing?
Right.
And then he kept messing around with the lock set.
Right.
So it was just like, at some point in time, they was gonna snatch the rag off. If it was somebody he didn't know, he probably got snuffed. To be honest with you,
That was pure disrespect.
it was.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
I think he got off lucky with just the head rag thing.
Man,
You know.
that was crazy. We're gonna move on to that. We're gonna go to let's talk about the baby. That's
The
definitely
baby.
Yeah, that's been a touchy
That's
one.
right.
I'm like, I don't even know if I want to touch it because
Yeah,
I'm like, we just
let's
started.
not-
I ain't
let's
trying
not
to
do
get
that.
canceled.
We ain't trying to get canceled. Yeah, we just started.
Nah, we
Anybody gotta
going
do
in.
all that.
We're going in.
We good.
All right,
Nah,
all
we
right.
going in.
Look, man, if my man say we going in the trenches, let's go.
Hey, we here now. All right, so the baby was there rolling loud, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
He made
right.
some disparaging remarks.
Yeah.
And this is what he said.
Mm.
If you didn't show up today with HIV and AIDS or any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks, then put your cell phone lighters up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phones lighter up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what you...
Wait a minute.
I'll say like this, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, in the heat of the moment, him trying to, hype up the crowd and
Right.
do what MCs do, try to
Right.
get the crowd involved. He might have said some things that he definitely wasn't informed on, the
HIV and AIDS.
HIV and AIDS
Right.
and
Right.
how it's transmitted and
Right.
all of that good things. But the thing is he just said some real, ridiculous things on stage, not thinking.
It perpetuates a misunderstanding around
Exactly.
the disease, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't see him coming at a particular group,
Right.
directly. So I don't understand why he got canceled, but that's
Right.
just my opinion.
I
I'm
think
just
that's
leave
why
it alone.
somebody do that shoe at him.
Yeah.
That's why somebody threw that shoe at him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
Adidas.
That's probably
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah.
You do that goddamn shit.
But here's the thing, man. The people that's paying your checks, man, you gotta abide by the rules,
Yeah.
man.
Right. That is facts.
So he got a lot of backlash from that. He
Right.
the fashion brand Boohoo dropped them from their clothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of festivals, the Governor's Ball, Lollapalooza, the Day
Wow.
in Vegas,
Wow.
a
Yeah.
UK event called Park Life,
Yeah.
Working Families Parties,
Yeah.
Wow.
KS 107.5 Summer Jam in Denver, iHeartRadio, Music Midtown, the Governor's Ball, Austin City Limits.
Ain't
They
no
basically
way.
saying, dude,
Right.
you ain't getting no
You ain't
money,
getting
son.
no more money
No
no more.
money.
Right.
You get
Yeah.
no money over
Gets
here,
no
B.
money.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Go find that man, B.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right. No more money.
Elton John, Madonna, Questlove came out, said
That was an interesting Questlove.
that
I
was
didn't
very-
understand that one, but
he said he sat on the sidelines too long.
yeah. Hey, well,
Questlove?
there it is.
Right.
Yeah, he said Questlove sat on the sidelines too long, which is
Right.
All right.
yikes.
Man.
That's
All right.
Okay,
All right, then I'm gonna give y'all some interesting news right here. All right.
go ahead.
okay.
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
All right. Her discography hasn't been out. So now it's coming out on Spotify August 20th.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
9 days.
That's gonna be crazy.
So what it is One in a Million's coming out August 20th.
Right.
The Romeo Must Die soundtrack September 3rd.
Right.
Aaliyah, the album's coming out September 10th.
Ooh.
And I Care For You, the Ultimate Aaliyah, is coming out October 8th.
Okay.
Word.
Her
Word.
state doesn't agree with it. Doesn't agree with the release.
They wow.
But but here's the thing: they might not agree with it, but they had to sign off on something because they're the reason why it's been not been dropping for so long.
Yeah, it's
Right.
somebody in the family. or
Right.
something.
So, somebody has
right.
signed something. So, but I'm happy because the music gets to get pushed out to the world.
Definitely.
But
Definitely.
I hate to hear that the family is going through something.
Right.
To where they're not in agreement with how the product is being presented.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know. As a selfish fan. I love to be able to just go on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever it is and just tap
Tidal.
into the Leah. That's the selfish me.
Right.
But the other side, I'm like, if I lost a family member and I felt like they wasn't being represented in the right way, then I could understand why the family would, have their reservations about what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah. Let me give you a little tidbit
Go
about
ahead.
this also. It's a new book coming out. The journalist is Kathy Landerly, and she spoke
Right.
to Kingsley Russell. He was 13 years old at the time Aaliyah passed away. He was a baggage handler helping his mom. Said Aaliyah refused to board the plane. She was complaining of a headache and she wanted to take a nap. So they gave her a pill.
What?
Unbeknownst to her, that was probably a sleeping pill because they said they carried her on the plane asleep. So she was
Wow.
unconscious when they carried her on the plane.
So she didn't even know.
So
That's
maybe
so
when
crazy.
the plane went down, she was probably sleeping.
Wow.
And that was August 25th, 2001.
Wow.
And a little interesting information. She passed on the 25th, and other artists that passed on the 25th of certain months are this: Eartha Kitt passed December 25th, James Brown December 25th,
Wow.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez passed April 25th, 2002, Aaliyah August 25th, 2001, Roger from Zapp April 25th, 1999, Michael Jackson June 25th, 2009, and even throwing Farrah Fawcett died June 25th, 2009.
I'm staying my ass in the house on
Right.
the 25th, bro.
Right.
I'm like, I ain't going nowhere on the
25th.
That's another
25th.
Friday the 13th right there.
Right. And then just a little,
That's real.
Pac died at 25.
Man, come on.
Yo.
Right.
Well, I'm too late for that.
Right.
So the 25, dying
Yo.
at 25.
Right.
They're gonna have to catch me at the next 25 years at 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much that's a lot going on. And the one main thing I wanted to get off was on August 2nd,
Right.
the U.S. Senate unanimously passed a resolution declaring November as Hip Hop History Month.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And August 11th coming up is Hip Hop Celebration Day.
Okay. Okay.
So-
How y'all feel about that?
Man, I'm
Man, I
I'm
feel
loving
good.
that.
Yeah.
I'm like, being a part of a culture that I've been loving since I've been hearing it. I've probably since its beginning.
Yeah.
I've been loving it. So I'm like, just to hear it get some kind of recognition on a national level,
Right.
I'm loving it.
We
So
barbecuing.
So
absolutely.
They basically saying, yeah, we like you guys now. Hip hop, you're cool.
Yeah. After we,
You're cool.
Hip hop.
Well, you got to remember, 25 years ago, they were still calling it,
It was a fad, right?
Right. They were
Yeah.
saying, yeah, it ain't going to be here for that long, 25, 30 years ago, they was like, man, get out of here, man. Kids
Right.
rapping over the mic. Who listens to that?
Right.
They ain't know it was a whole culture and a whole movement behind it.
Exactly.
And now it's done took over the world. If it's not just as big, it's bigger than country music right now.
Right.
And that's the biggest selling music in the world.
Right.
So there it is.
They picked August 11th because DJ Kool Herc threw a back to school jam that day.
Nice.
All the elements came together: DJ and B-boy, MC and graffiti. All the elements came
Hey.
together to
Wow.
make hip hop.
Wow.
So that's how they came up with August 11th.
Hmm.
Ta-da.
That's beautiful right there, man.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Man, we can keep going. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff, but you know what I'm saying? You wanna talk about Nas real quick?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
King's
Get into that
disease.
King's disease, man. I'm like, man, that thing dropped and it's crazy, man. I was listening to it. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, this is how I feel. Nobody should let Eminem get on the track with him, man, because he bodies everybody.
Now, you went straight to Eminem because that's Detroit.
yeah.
Absolutely, but I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm like, tell me he ain't body that thing.
Nah, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing. All of them did their thing, though.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? All of them did their thing. There's about 15 tracks on there.
right. That Charlie Wilson one, man. Woo.
Lauren Hill, my
That's
God.
the only one I ain't really feel is the Charlie
What?
Wilson one.
Man,
Yeah.
then I had to listen to it again because I remember you was telling me about that.
Right.
And I was, Man, that mug is fire, bro.
Lauryn Hill joint, man. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, come on.
I hit Slim up last night and was like, Slim, check that Lauryn Hill out before you do anything else. Check that Lauryn Hill joint out.
Hey, it's funny because that I was expecting Lauren to do some singing like on the It Was Written album.
Right.
And she came out, you know what I mean, blazing them with the bars. I was like, ooh, man, I got hype. I ain't even gonna front, man. I got hype.
Right. Crazy. They got man, there's that Death Row East on there. He's giving a history lesson on that song.
And that was cool because, you know, Nas, you know, and Tupac had a little bit of, you know, drama between them,
Right.
you know, while they was going, and you didn't know what was happening behind the scenes, and Nas gave you a little bit of peek in to see, you know, what was really going on and how they was, you know, attempting to squash that whole East Coast, West Coast thing that was going on.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, it was too late because things that got out of hand and people, you know, they felt like, you know, guns, you know, was bigger than music for whatever reason. And we lost two of the greatest, like, influential MCs to ever grace the mic, you know, behind that madness. So I'm just glad that we're not in that state today.
Right. Now they dying like flies right now.
Right.
Yeah.
People
trying
just
to be disrespectful about it, but that's what's happening.
Right. People just dying right now because they still want to be trappers and rappers at the same time, which is insane.
Which is I mean that is my generation. So.
Right. I'm like, man, you want to live what you rap about. Yeah. You know.
And half the time that's not even how they live too.
Right.
They just trying to look cool.
Exactly. And
the
feds is watching.
Right.
And they listening.
They listening. Right.
Right. He had another song called Moments. He gave a shout out to Sister Soldier. Which was,
yeah, that was dope too.
Dope. Brunch on Sunday was killing it.
Yep. Brunch on Sunday.
And the last song was My Bible and had a little nip. It had a little Nipsey at the very beginning.
Yeah.
That kind of refreshed me and picked me up. I was like, it's good hearing Nip.
You know, it's crazy because, you know, a lot of it's like a lot of Nip verses floating around out there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, Big Sean dropped a album like a few months back, and he had a Nip verse on that Reverence, which was crazy. And I was like, man, did they do this before he passed away? Because that, and I'm sorry, that song was probably the best song on the album to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was crazy.
I haven't checked that album out, but I will.
Yeah, check that one out, man. You're gonna hear Nip on that, man. He spazzed on it.
And other than that, I got a lot more. I got some Chatty Patty. I got some Chatty Patty stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're trying to keep this. Did you notice? Did you see the Whack 100 21 Savage?
Oh,
you know what?
He was just telling me about that.
I haven't looked at the Whack 100. I was waiting to see the 6ix9ine interview.
Right.
You know, and that's what I was waiting on for the Whack 100.
Right.
So and then so much other stuff been going on lately, man. I kind of just slipped under my radar. So I'll be checking it out probably tonight.
Right. Man, there's a lot. I don't even want to keep going. Y'all want to jump on into?
Yeah, you know what we gonna do? We gonna go ahead and introduce our first guest up in here, man.
Whoa.
You know, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for my man Shemar. Flea Clicks only. I'm like, he got a sneaker convention coming out here.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Go ahead and give my man a round of applause. You know what I mean?
Shoes?
Straight up. It's going to be crazy.
Shoes.
3-on-3 basketball tournament. It's going to be at the Tarkanian.
Word.
It's going to be crazy. It's performances, everything. You know what? I'm talking too much. Shemar, go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on. You talk your talk.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Before I get started, I want to say thank you for the guys for letting me get their platform and produce myself and show myself.
Oh, man, anytime.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all big time. Short story, I'm from Ohio. I moved out to Vegas probably, 10 months? I've been out here for 10 months now.
Nice.
I've seen the opportunity to take over the sneaker game. I see it's a lot of people out here that sneaker heads, but y'all don't have no platform to kind of show what y'all got going on. So for me to bring the culture together, like my man said, I put together a sneaker show. We also going to be doing a 3v3 basketball tournament to bring the hoopers out. Nice. I got a couple live artists that's going to perform as well. Shout out to my dog, Big Scoon. He got a couple artists to get here.
True head vibes, baby.
Yeah,
True head vibes.
Yes, sir. But no, it's going down September 19th. That is the place to be, man. 12 to 5. Tickets is $20 at the door, $10 online. If y'all follow me on Instagram at _FLEEKICKSONLY, y'all can go ahead and copy y'all tickets there. Vendors, we only had 11 left. We doing 110 vendors. So it's going to be dope, man. It's going to be a lot of people in the building. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So Shemar, tell me this. what made you fall in love with the sneaker game, and how did you become involved with the hip hop culture, like through the sneaker aspect of it?
No, man. I mean, I started off with my parents. I couldn't afford sneakers when I was young because my parents always buying me the sneakers. So,
right.
My mom, she kind of had this image for me, always to be the flyest kid in class. So she consistently bought me sneakers. And then when I got to the age where I could understand what was going on in the sneaker world, when I started seeing my rappers that I enjoyed wearing the sneakers, when I started seeing the basketball players wear them, it kind of it was like a love for it, man. Like you will see a pair of shoes, it means so much to you. Like
absolutely,
a lot of people really don't understand the history behind the shoe. Like a lot of people, it's some shoes that really touch home. It's some shoes that a lot of people has to have. Right. It's always that one shoe that bring you back home. It humbles you and lets you know where you came from.
If you know about Detroit, man, we rock the top 10 Adidas out there, baby. That's our thing,
yes, sir,
right there.
Yes, sir.
So if you got some top 10 Adidas at this sneaker convention, you know I'm picking some.
Oh
up.
yeah, they coming, man. It's all ages, man. It's all ages. Everybody gonna be in the building. If you can't find what you need in that room, I'm probably gonna consider yourself not a sneakerhead. You don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna just say it like that. You don't know what you're doing.
Facts.
So did I miss it? What is it? What makes a person a sneakerhead?
To me, what makes a person a sneakerhead is you gotta have the love for it. It's a lot of people like sneakers. What a lot of people don't know is it's just a collectible item. Just like somebody that collect cars, you collect jewelry. So you just find out what you love. So for me, a sneakerhead is somebody that loves and enjoys the sneakers.
Okay.
Right.
What's a hype beast?
Hype beast is somebody that doesn't love the sneaker. They just love the fame that comes with it. So they like the following. So like a sneakerhead, you don't really care what somebody thinks about what you have on your feet.
Right.
You just wearing your shoe. So you're not looking for the highest price shoe. You're going to get what you love.
Okay.
Now a hype beast, let's say they say the Jordan 1s is the best sneaker in the store. You don't even wear Jordan 1s, but you're going to get them because you know everybody else is going to be like, he's dope. He got the hottest shoe on his feet.
Right. And that's how I feel. Like Jordan 1 is my like one of my favorites. Jordan 1s, the Air Max 90s, and of course the top 10 Adidas. Yeah, they're my three go-tos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Anything else, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I got some 11s. And, I got a few other things at the house.
You see how you love, you know what you love. Now that's like 11s coming out. You don't even wear 11s, but you like, I'm getting these, so everybody be like, oh, he dope because he got these sneakers on his feet.
Nah. The ones is only ones that make me run to the store.
Okay, makes sense. No, man.
Hype beast, that's everybody in my school.
Yeah, hype beast is big right now. Hype beast is kind of messing up the game too, also because before the shoes didn't cost so much. The resale price. So say Jordans come out, I believe after tax like $2 and some change.
Right.
But the hype beasts are running to get in the shoes, which is making them sell out faster.
Right.
And then they don't know how to price the sneaker. So a shoe that would resell for $400, they're marking them at $800 because usually the hype beast got the most money in the game.
Right.
So $800 is nothing to them to go buy the shoe. So the hype beast is slowly messing up the game right now. It's making it tough for the regular sneakerheads to come out and enjoy what they love to do.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, man. So Shemar, tell us a little bit more about this 3-on-3 tournament. How'd you get everybody together to get down on this?
Oh, man, 3v3, an exciting story that just transpired probably like 2 hours before here. It's a gym here in Vegas called Sweatbox. They host, a lot of guys come in, a lot of NBA guys. It's like a training little facility. You come in and get your training on. He just joined the 3v3 as well. So basically my idea with the whole 3v3 was, like I said before, basketball and sneakers go hand in hand. You got to have sneakers to play basketball.
Absolutely.
And a lot of time you want to have the best sneakers. If you're the best on the court, you got to have the best sneakers. That's just how I go.
Absolutely.
So I took advantage of it. I was, at Tarkanian, it's a big basketball gym. They have courts available. I said, why not bring the basketball element into this environment? So that's what it was. As far as reaching out to the basketball players, Vegas is big on basketball. So it was easy. Once I made the flyer, once I said it's going to be sneakers, it was just like hand in hand. Everybody just started flying in, trying to get their teams involved.
Absolutely, man. It's a lot of legends out here too. About the 90 UNLV Rebels team out here.
Yeah,
so,
it's a lot of history. A lot of history I didn't know about that I'm starting to learn as I grow more and more into Vegas. Because originally I'm in LA, so LA is like the mecca of a lot of people coming out. So you don't really hear too much about Vegas. So to be in Vegas and be able to hear about the back history and the athletes y'all had come out of Vegas, it's pretty dope, man. It's fun. It's fun to learn.
That's what's up, man.
What's the worst sneaker you've ever had?
The worst sneaker I ever had, man. Oh, funny story. No disrespect to Strawberry, but at the time, y'all know he dropped. He dropped this sneaker at one time, and I don't know, for some reason, my mom thought it'd be a dope idea. At the time, his first sneaker was it was like the all white Air Forces, low top.
Right.
But picture the all white Air Forces, but in Strawberry on the side. So imagine me. So just imagine me walking into school with the Strawberry. No offense to nobody that wear the Strawberries, but at the time, I had a big reputation to stick up to, and my mom shot me in the foot with that one. She killed me on that one. I wore them one time. I didn't wear them again. It was over after that.
So what's your number one go-to sneaker if you got to go to one?
I'm Air Force. I love Air Forces.
Okay,
yep,
so
I love Air Forces. So anytime an Air Force come out, I have to get the Air Forces. Have to get them.
That's the
Black Air Force activity.
I don't get to the activity. I actually got cyberbullied because I keep mine in a box. I keep my little black forces in the box. I don't usually step out the house in the black Air Forces. I'm gonna wait for the heat to come down.
Right.
But it's a dope. To me, it's a dope show. All around sneaker. You can't go wrong with the black Air Force. But right now we getting cyberbullied. So I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna leave them in the closet. When's
the last time you wear them?
Man, the funny story, I went on my birthday, March 8th. I said, what? I told my little brother, shout out to my brother Butter. I said, I'm wearing them, bro. Can't nobody tell me nothing. It's my birthday. This the one day I ain't gonna get cyberbullied. So I was in Miami Beach with the I was on Strange Activity. I put the Black Forces on.
Okay. I'm just saying, because if you put it on like last week.
No, not last week. They still in the box. There's only one wear. They still in the box.
We good.
Right.
We are even.
Right. What's your worst pair, OT?
Worst pair of sneakers. Man, they gonna hate me on the West Coast for this. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I love the way Chucks look. I hate the way they feel.
They gonna get you.
Right.
Man,
I hate the way they feel.
Yeah, they gonna get you.
I love the way they look. I hate the way they feel.
They gonna get you. They gonna get
I'm
you.
like, they are truly for the flat-footed person.
They are.
Right.
Isn't it crazy to think they used to play basketball in those?
I don't even, man, no wonder everybody's knees is messed up back in the day.
Now you know why. Yep. Now you know why.
Slim, what's yours?
My worst pair?
Worst pair.
You know what? I don't think I have a worst pair, but I don't like high tops anymore.
Like high tops.
I don't really like high tops. I'm an Air Max guy.
Air Max guy.
Gotcha.
Okay. You can't go wrong with Air Max. You can't go wrong with Air Max.
Right.
High tops. Can't do it no more.
Can't do high top.
Can't do high tops, especially with the Converse.
Right.
The Converse high tops. Oh no.
Like,
wait a minute. Seven. Yo, Seven, wait a minute. Don't you got some?
High tops right now?
High top red ones, right? The red
I
ones.
had to get those for school.
Tell on him.
He got some high top.
I had to get those for school.
Ooh-wee.
That's the only reason why. And they didn't even have no low tops in there. You said, you know what? I just gotta match, because if I go to school not matching,
Yeah.
I must be the old head, because y'all still saying good shoes. I rock Pro Wings and Pro Kids.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Man, when I was in school.
Yeah.
The McGregor joints.
When I was able to buy my own shoe though.
Yo, the McGregor joints.
Right. Change elements. Right.
That was over with. I was like, man, when I started buying my own shoes, man, I was like, yo, this is over with.
Once you get that freedom to be able to do it, it changed the game a lot. It changed the game a lot.
What was the first pair of sneakers you bought by yourself without your mom?
First pair of sneakers I bought was LeBron's. I'm a huge LeBron fan. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And at the time in high school, it was who had the best sneakers on the court. I played basketball in high school, so
nice.
I had to have every LeBron. It was a couple games. I was switching shoes at halftime. Right. I just always had to have the dope shoe on the court.
Nice.
That was me.
Look, he's switching shoes at halftime.
Yeah, I was switching shoes.
He was on his pro game back then.
I was. As you can see, I was cocky in high school, man.
Right.
I was cocky in high school.
I was like, man, I can tell you like this, man. At one time, this is when I first bought my first pair of shoes, right? My brother, me and my brother was working at a golf course up in Detroit, right? So we made a little bit of money. Right. And we go to this school called Cass Tech out there. It's a pretty well-known school. So like me and my brothers out there, all the ladies out there, looking fly, whatever. And they looking at your shoe game. We had on some busted feelers or something, whatever. Like they was feelers, but they was like the ones you buy at
you ain't supposed to be having.
Yeah, the Mart. The discount Johns, right? They was just all black. It was whatever. So my brother, he saved up about, I don't know, like a couple $100 or whatever. So he goes up to Northland Mall, comes back with the Run Ball feelers. That was the number one shoe at the time. They was the feelers, the Run Balls, right? Comes back, I see him. My brother got a pair of $90 shoes on his feet. I was like, wow.
They said, whoa.
And I was like, and he went up there by himself to get them in 9th grade, which is crazy because we wouldn't venture in like that. So I was like, no. After that, I was like, man, it's on. Next week I had a fly pair of Nikes on, and it was over with.
It's crazy. Like, it's crazy what a pair of shoes can do for you. Like,
absolutely,
a shoe will really change your whole attitude. It's been a lot of times where I couldn't even wear the outfit. Like, man, I do that all the time. Yeah, you always start your outfit with the shoes, no matter what. You gotta have the shoes. So,
I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Now I'm a little bit different. Now I like the, me now. I've gotten to the point where I just like to buy the shoes and look at them. I don't wear my shoes no more.
Right.
Yeah, it's rare for me to put on a pair of sneakers. I got a couple shoes that I always wear, like the Air Maxes.
Right.
All white Forces I always keep in rotation.
Right.
I got a pair of off-white Air Maxes as well. They're all black. I keep in rotation. But other than that, my shoes is on the shelf. I just I enjoy looking at them.
Okay.
I just enjoy.
Trophies.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, look, Ray's son over here, man. His thing is the Timberlands.
The
I walked over his house.
The Timbs?
He just gave Sev a pair of Timbs. That was crazy.
Feeling blessed.
Gifted him.
I went over there.
That's a good gift.
I went over his house twice. And I seen them shoes twice. And I was going to get them off of him. I was like, if I see these shoes one more time, Sev, they gone.
They gone.
Like, man, you gonna have to come. You come to Aliante to come get them.
Right.
That's where they at now. That's where they at now.
Man, I got that from my time in North Carolina, man.
No doubt.
I was timmed up.
Right.
Check it out. When Drake said checks over stripes in sicko mode, you remember that?
I do. I actually remember that. At the time, he was correct.
Right.
At the time, of course, that means Nike over Adidas.
Right.
But now Adidas, Kanye has changed the game for
Right.
Adidas. Yeah. Kanye has. I think it might be more expensive to come up on a pair of Adidas than it is Nike.
Right.
I mean, you have the off-whites, which is they're just expensive.
Right.
But like when it comes to like a regular sneaker, Kanye got it on lock right now. Kanye, I don't know if y'all seen his slides that came out. They call them jail slides. Them things are selling for like $400, man.
Man, I got a pair at the house.
Yeah, look, got the jail slides.
You
got yours from the county.
They are comfortable. I will give it to them. They are comfortable. They're a comfortable pair of slides. They are comfortable. Yeah, they are comfortable. Kanye know what he's doing, man. Kanye is smart, man. Kanye's a real smart guy.
No doubt. He made them feel like Crocs.
Yeah.
That's what they feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
You put your feet in them.
Put your feet in there.
Yeah.
So right now, actually, the winner of the 3v3, shout out to Sneaker Garden. They're a big sponsor for mine over at Resort World. If y'all haven't been over there, go check them out. They're sponsoring slides for the winners.
Oh.
So if you win the 3v3, you walk away with Yeezy slides.
Woo.
We're currently working on walking away with a pair of Yeezy shoes.
Woo.
So right now is the slides, but you might get blessed and walk away with a pair of shoes.
It's too late to put the 3-man together.
Actually, yeah, man, you walk away with a pair of Yeezys, man. You're gonna walk away with a pair of Yeezys. If you want to get in, like I said, just hit me up on Instagram. We can make some room for you if you want to get in.
Look, man, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna be some Yeezys on a respirator. I'm like, I ain't balled in years.
Wait a minute, no, makes sense.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna get them Yeezys, but they're gonna be wheeling me out of there on a gurney.
Man.
That makes sense.
All right, so Shemar, go ahead and tell them where to reach you. Tell them how to get in contact with you and where you're located. All that good stuff.
I appreciate that. Like I said, get at me on Instagram at @_FleeKicksOnly. You can follow me on Facebook at FleeKicksOnly. You can get at me email FleeKicksOnly@gmail.com. Like I said, we still have vendors open. Any business out there, just get out with me. We're going to have a lot of people in attendance, probably 1,000 plus. I appreciate everybody that walks through the door. It's love to everybody. We're doing sneaker raffles for $1. We're going to have the food there. We're going to have the whole vibe. We're going to have the idea is the whole Nevada in the building, man, to show love. So
We'll be there.
anybody that come
most
out,
def.
anybody that come out and show my first show, I appreciate y'all. Once again, I appreciate the guys in the building. It's all love for letting me come up here and use your platform to explain what I got going on, man.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you coming out, man.
No doubt.
So, hey, let's give it up for my man Shemar, man. Fleet Kicks Only, man. Hey.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to the next segment, man. Tell us what you got for us, Ray, man, on some more on the news, man. Let's go ahead.
Man, give me one second. Let me see what we got in here. We got some, like I said, we got some chatty patty stuff. Did you see in the news, Coco, Ice-T's wife?
No, what's going on with Coco?
Still breastfeeding her daughter. Her daughter's 5 years old.
Yikes.
Now, we don't want to really talk about breastfeeding too much, but my daughter's 5.
Right.
I can't see her on the teat right now.
Yeah.
Can't see her on the teat.
That's just disturbing in itself, bro.
Right.
That's just disturbing in itself,
Y'all
man.
see my face?
But she,
Did she say it was like for health?
nah.
you know what I mean?
She said there's no milk coming out of it, so she just sucks on it for
Whoa.
you know what I'm saying? She said
Wait.
She said for a light
fun?
snack.
Hold on, wait.
She said for a light snack.
recreation?
For a light snack.
That's crazy.
Right.
It's super extracurricular. I don't even understand how they even let that even go down.
Hey, said Europeans do it to their Sev, and Ice-T said he don't got a problem with it because he sucks on them too. So, that out.
I don't even got no words for that.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Right.
How is that the same thing?
Man.
I'm like, I'm not understanding that. I'm like, man, but hey, man, each his own, man.
Yeah,
maybe if I get big enough in Hollywood, I'll start thinking Hollywood. I don't know, man.
I can't do it.
I'm like, man, that's as far removed from the hood as you can get.
Right. Man, and sad news, Gonzo passed away.
Yeah.
From the rap group Caution.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that is I actually got to perform with Gonzo in LA. It was years ago. We used to do this thing at the Celebrity Center out in California, and Gonzo, he showed love to me and my brother. We got to grace the stage with him, do some songs or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to see him quite often when we was out there. Real cool dude, man. Sucks to hear that, man, because Caution was a good group.
Right.
I don't even know why they broke up, but
Right.
politics of the business, I guess.
Rest in peace to the G.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, so now what we gonna do is we gonna move on to our next guest. We have in the house, man. I don't even know how to even describe it, man. We got this guy's worked with some legends in the game. He's produced some beats that I'm like, man, he's on the caliber of anybody who you would think is running the game right now as far as beats wise.
All right.
This guy, I'm like, production, I'm like, it's crazy. And I've been privileged to hear some things, in private time that just blew my brains out, man.
Shout
and
out.
this guy, DJ Vudu right here, man, I'm gonna let him speak on his accolades because I'm like, he's got so many that I'm like, I couldn't even list them all if I tried.
Right.
I'm like, just the ATL soundtrack alone, I'm like, just blows out the water of anybody who I've known doing music or whatever the case may be, because he actually won awards for this and got platinum plaques for these things. So without further ado, we got my man DJ Vudu and one of his artists, Daiyon, over here, who also is incredible MC.
Sick with it, baby.
Incredible MC. I'm like, love. And like I said, I've got a chance to work with him as well. And these guys working together, man, this is Magic and Kareem right here, man. Let's go. Let's give it up for my man Vudu, man. Let's go, man. Vudu, Daiyon, man. They in the building, man. Go ahead. All right. So let's get into this. Vudu.
Yes, sir.
Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from. I'm like, because
man,
I could have told him, but I was like, I'm gonna let you do it.
Hey, first and foremost, I just thank y'all for having us up here, man. It's a blessing.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? With everything going on, man, it's really a blessing. Before we get started, everybody need to follow my Instagram, Facebook, all that. It's at Vudu Spellz. That's at VUDU SPELLZ, so we can get that started and get those numbers rolling as we speak.
Yes, sir.
But hey, first and foremost, man, the setup here is crazy.
Oh, thank you.
Like no cap, like no playing around bullshit, trying to give y'all love like on some other shit. This shit is real.
Thank you.
I done been in a lot of sets before. You know that.
Right, absolutely.
106 in Park, BET Rap City. This is on the same level, like no cap.
Yeah. Thank you.
Real
Thank
shit,
you.
like for real.
I thought I was in
appreciate
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, for real. This is dope as hell.
I love.
I mean,
That's what's up.
it's quality. You know what I'm saying? And
Thank
it's
you.
represented to the fullest.
Thank you.
But to get back to your question or your intro, man, I'm just humble as hell, man. I'm from Kankakee, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? The same, King Von said he got from top
Midwest,
somebody from Kankakee.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. So
Right.
if you want to go back to the local situation when you talking about King Von, and that's where we got to start from, because that's my origination. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I'm from
no
the
doubt.
Shy, but Kankakee is where I was born and raised.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I rep that to the fullest, K3. As far as the production, man, I mean, I was blessed to start off, produce for local cats. And my local homegrown is what I'm most proud of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then as far as what y'all understand as far as the whole production now, if y'all can remember, the most important thing I think I can put out there would be Georgia. The song Georgia. Right. Got the nomination for that one. We lost to Grills, Nelly and Grills, and Paul Wall. Shout out to them. We lost to them, but we won Album of the Year the same year for Release Therapy. And I did the song Warning. The first song on the joint called Warning, I did that joint. So, I think the Ludacris stuff everybody knows, but I got to go back to like the Chingies and the Shaunas, the Ruben Studders, the Young Guns, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies back in the Shy. Arrogant, a song called Swing On was like my first joint that was really on like that. Right. Locally. You know what I'm saying? It's like on the same level of like a Uzi Vert or a little baby, something like that. Right. That level right now from the Shy. Mm-hmm. And we got a lot of love. Also, Do or Die. You know what I'm saying? To the dawn, I did a song with Do or Die. Nice. Featuring R. Kelly. Nice. Called Magic Chick. Oh man, amazing video. Shout out to the producer of the video. Also, did a song with Chingy featuring R. Kelly. Nice. R. Kelly going through a lot right now, man. Even though he's going through what he's going through, I gotta respect him as a creator and as an artist, man. He's one of the dopest artists. Right. A lot of influence from him as far as the production. So to start off with the intro, I hope I didn't talk too much. That's what it is. No, man, you good. You good, baby. You good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what we came to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me this, man. What made you start to fall in love with hip hop when you first started, the beat production and everything like that?
I mean, fun fact, I was born the same year hip hop was born, 1977.
Me too.
And you can't beat them 77s, baby. Them 77s is the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my thing is, I seen hip hop develop, but then when I heard Eric B. and Rakim, it changed my damn life. Right. Because hip hop was doing its thing, and I love KRS-One as well. And peace out, not peace out. Rest in peace to Biz Markie. Right. But when I started hearing hip hop, it started kind of fun. You know what I'm saying, with the Sugar Hill Gang, Kool Herc, and all of them. But the message was like one of the first songs that really was dope as hell to me. Right. But it was like before its time. Right. But like I said, when I heard Eric B. and Rakim, and then I said Big Daddy Kane, they cadence, their delivery, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, their metaphors and their vocabulary, it just changed the game at that time. Yeah. And to answer your question, it's the influence. Right. What makes you be like, I gotta hear this shit again? Where can I find this at? Right. We don't have that same bar that's created right now. There's no bar. Right. And what I would do, it was a station called WGCI back in the day. And have a cassette tape every Friday and Saturday night. We record on the tape. Right. You know what I'm saying? Record on the tape or whatever. And record the mixes. And then I start listening to that. I'm like, man, I can do this. Absolutely. But see, my whole family, they play instruments. They play the drums, guitar. You know what I'm saying? Keyboards. My whole family. Rest in peace, my Uncle Wayne. He played on the guitar like he was nobody's business, man. Nice. He went on tour like Confunction and people like that. So he was into it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was in my background to do that. But then my first party I DJ'd was like I was 12 years old. Nice. I wasn't supposed to be in the basement DJing. My mom would whip my ass knowing I was out that late. But I snuck out and she was somewhere else. I was at my grandma's house. So I'm at a party at 12 doing my thing. Right. So DJing and producing started at the same time. But back then, the first record I ever bought was America's KKK Wanted from Ice Cube. Oh yeah. That's the first one I ever bought. Yeah. From an actual record store. A company with a used version of James Brown, whatever album I Feel Good was on at the time. That's the first record I bought and scratched on. Nice. So I was practicing in the basement, and you know what I'm saying, with that, I started doing the whole DJ thing. But then I took that and started doing production. But I was sampling back then first. Right. And back then the samples was like 2 seconds. If you had 4 seconds, you was the shit. Right. Because you was working off of what, the SP or MP or MP3000 or whatever you had at the time. And I had an Akai joint back then, but only had like a certain amount of seconds. Right. So we started doing beats kind of like organic from the crib. Right. Then after a while, I started getting more into music production and knowing the theory of music and actually playing instruments. Nice. So when I got into the whole keyboard, I had an ASR-10. Also had a Hey, I love that machine. Yeah, man. That was one of my favorites. And that machine gave you access to actual keyboards, violins, pianos, drums, all that. So I got into a mixture of sample beats and production with actual instrumentation. And I was one of the first cats to do that, but I was taking it back on some crunk shit back then. Before crunk was ever really even started, I was doing more what they would call drill beats right now with instrumentation back then. Right. And that was I would say 87, 88.
Wow.
And one of my first joints around 88, DJ Quick, born and raised in Compton.
Yeah, absolutely. That was
because I remember when rappers used to say the dates of their songs. I listened to the whole Ready to Die album today. And I was going back listening to actual dates like 93, 94. I'm like, damn, that was 94.
Right.
Right.
Like 9-5 motherfuckers get live. I'm like,
Get
damn,
live.
that was 995. I was just about to graduate.
Right.
So it took me back through a timeline.
Right.
Then I'm like, what happened when Pac got killed? What date was that? Or when did Biggie get killed? So it made me realize and appreciate hip hop. To answer your whole question,
Right.
that's the nucleus of it.
Right.
It's those cats coming in at a certain date and stamping those dates to put you back in that nostalgia. Like, okay, what was I doing? What did I like about hip hop?
You know what's
You know what I'm
funny that you say that, because I'm like, I correlate all the big moments in my life to what music I was listening to at the time. Yeah. So if somebody tells me like, yeah, man, the Outkast album came out this year, I'll be like, nah. The Outkast came out this year because I know what I was doing this year.
Yeah.
In 94, I was in school and Nas dropped and Outkast dropped. Nobody was buying Outkast album because they ain't know what it was. And I was listening to it. I remember seeing Players Ball on the TV. You know, that's how I correlate like music and time.
It's always your first. And big shout out to Cool Wine V. Kuwan V, he's like my engineer from the Keys. He's always engineered everything I've done. A lot of artists I work with from the Keys. He's done all the mixing on it. But he was one of the first cats that introduced me on how to edit and mix. Right. And get my mix downs right. And the two people, I say this, the two CDs that I always mimic to make sure my shit was on the right level was anything from Dr. Dre and any Nas album. For some reason, that shit was always mastered correctly.
Yeah, it was crispy.
And Bernie Big Bass Grumman was the first cat that really put the bass in it and made it crispy.
Right.
And, you know, as far as sampling, like, me and Kanye sampled about the same time. And getting them from the crates, it started getting different. He was able to DJ and do CDs now. Right. So now you can dig more. Now, not to give too much of a secret out, I be on Spotify all the time.
Absolutely.
Doing research on every album.
Right.
Hey, it's crazy.
So I go to Marvin Gaye and go back to the very first Marvin Gaye. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking.
Look.
Secret.
But one last thing though, just I want to say from nostalgia purposes, the first CD that was ever purchased for me that I started playing in a CD player was The Chronic.
Was The Chronic. Yeah.
And that's a classic album. You know what I mean?
Nice. All right, so what we gonna do now, I'm gonna let you build up on your man Daiyon, because I do want you to explain how you guys came in contact with each other, because I know you guys are, you know, even though you're not from the same area, y'all were close to each other.
Being from the Midwest,
right?
It's like it's this culture that we have of having a boiling pot of everything,
right?
And around the time that me and Daiyon, I think, came up, we were heavily influenced by Death Row, but also the East Coast. Right. And like you have like the Cuckoo Cows and people like that from like Milwaukee that you hear they sound, but you can always hear where they from by their diction or their cadence or their twang. And to build up to Daiyon, a lot of cats told me in a professional, positive way, they say, I don't know, I can't tell where he from. But then certain records, they do know where he from based off of his production or his twang.
Right.
But they be like, man, it's a good thing not knowing where he from, because he fits in everywhere. He can spit on anything.
Right.
And most, like with the whole Dipset thing that just happened this weekend or whatever.
Right.
Jadakiss got a murder charge.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And
for sure.
But it goes back to the real element of, if I put, this is where I look at Daiyon from this aspect.
Right.
If I can't put the artist that I represent and I respect and I look at as the person that's going to represent me in a ring, he can't hold his own, I can't do nothing with that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And now I can work with you. This is the music business.
Right.
I can work with anyone.
Right.
But I'm not going to work for anyone.
Right.
I'm a boss.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So just to really get back into the whole artistry thing, let's tie I just heard y'all talking about the baby. Let's bring that in real quick. When you're a boss,
right,
you can say what you want to say with no accountability.
Absolutely.
Now you're going to lose your endorsements and things like that in that nature. But also when you look at being able to control what you say and the whole freedom of speech thing, come with consequences every time.
Right.
Absolutely.
But the consequences are not just his own, it's the companies he represents.
Absolutely.
He's a liability.
Yep.
He's an investment. So you said that dumb shit and you just lost $10 million. for saying that. You can think, you can have the right to think what you want to think and say what you want to say, but it comes with consequences. And unfortunately, it was the bag.
Yeah.
So when I look at Daiyon, I say that to say this: we are bosses, we are partners.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? First and foremost, and he's a brand.
Right.
I work with a lot of artists. Don't get me wrong, but when I work with an artist that's like my brother, but no, fuck that, he is my brother, right?
Right.
Let's say that, right? But take away the whole family part. You're talking about a person that represents himself in a business manner, but knows the business, executive produces his own situations, but also, I tell him all the time, I produce you, but he produces himself. That's a craft that a lot of artists do not have.
Hey, and
they don't know how to produce.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And produce others. And he's one of the main artists that I've dealt with for over 11 years. We met about 11 years ago.
2008,
And
2009.
Nice.
and one of the first places that we actually kind of sat down was at my guy Neil's career. That he's an engineer out in Rockville,
Illinois.
Okay.
Shout out Neil.
So we started planting that seed in the Midwest, but we met in Phoenix.
Nice.
So all my family in Phoenix, we just did a party after this weekend, me and my son. And to speak on my son real quick, if I never make a beat ever again in my life, if I never touch a keyboard again in my life, I never touch a turntable, my son is my reincarnation.
Oh, facts.
That's the blessing. He's sitting right over there, DJ J Legacy.
Man,
This dude right here.
I know it's facts because I done heard some of his tracks.
But what's crazy? This nigga
crazy.
This nigga don't even produce like me.
Nah,
But that's such a great thing.
but he nice though.
But what I'm saying is, it's good because he's not trying to mimic me.
Right.
He's not trying to
Got his
copy
own
me.
style.
He got his
Right.
own style, and I'd be like, man, damn, I wish I would have made that.
Basically,
But he's cold with it. But
yeah, he's
to come
like
back
that.
to the original situation, yeah, Daiyon is a brand, bro. And
Nice.
when he came to me, he had so many ideas, but it wasn't just about the music. It was about, and not to give too many things away, but this part of the game, this idea, this part of the industry, this future. And then we bring in cats like Overdose and other cats we mess with. There's lottery pick.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
We're a collective, but we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
bosses. But it's like bringing Nike, McDonald's, Burger King, and Starbucks to the table. Right. And saying, let's do all the projects together.
right. That's it.
And that's what we
it.
all do.
That'd be
You know
a
what
hell
I'm
of a
saying?
restaurant.
And then we got cats, you know what I'm saying, that
Shout out
we
Swag.
endorse like Swag.
Right.
You know what I'm
Mario,
saying? And we got
True Jones,
Richie Rums.
Richie Rums.
You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
got a lot of cats we want to shout out, you know what I'm
Young
saying? But all
Blazo.
these cats are all independent, but they're all brands.
Absolutely.
And they all come to the
brand.
table, you know what I'm saying? And Dan is like the nucleus of all that.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
Got you. Hey, look, Dan. He
Man,
done built
man.
you up, man.
Oh,
He
yeah,
done
definitely,
put you up here, man.
But
So-
just to kind of elaborate on what he's saying though, me and him we've been grinding it out, did some stuff overseas, and
Gotcha.
what I mean, now with the likes of other producers that we didn't work with, me and him, Arthur MacArthur, who didn't work with Drake, a lot of other different people, Lil
Nice.
Wayne, Rick Ross. The
Nice.
doors just kept opening up as we've been going and going. So now we got a song on the radio featuring Filthy Rich.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
nice.
We got another record featuring The Game that we're
Nice.
gonna drop next. Got another project coming out, and then we got Tune Tape that's out right now on Spotify.
Yeah.
And then we also got Letter to Hammer. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hammer, who gave me some game too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Hey, what you saying that letter to the hammer? We got a little segment on the show called the Bar Exam.
oh yeah. For
So,
sure.
my man Ray, he got a couple questions to ask you about the letter to hammer
I got you.
because we like to examine the bars.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
ask you,
yeah.
ask you a couple of things about the bars that you wrote in that.
Mhm.
Ray, you got a couple of things.
But before we can do that tune tape, that Brains Out.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
Daiyon,
I blew
what
the brains
I
out
tell
the
you?
flex.
Yeah,
I
he
blew the
just said
brains
he
out the
just he
flex.
just he
Hey.
just said that he was telling me like brains out. That's
Man.
actually on the Tune Tape. I believe
Yeah.
that's one of the
Yeah.
I believe that's one of the songs that got the heaviest.
I think it's
numbers.
number 3.
Number 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
It's
number
right,
three.
it's right
Yeah.
under Far
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will visit that song
Mhm.
and do a video to that because I feel like that song is just so powerful. The
hey.
sound to it.
Yeah.
What did I
feel
say
me?
when I first seen you?
Oh yeah, you was
I
like,
was
hey, that boy
I
right
was
there.
like, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. I was just listening to it. I was like,
Right.
yo, this shit
That's one that one that stuck to you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. See, we gotta
I'm
do
trying
do
to
a video
tell you,
that,
man. I'm like, I heard that Brains Out. I was like, what
Yeah.
the?
yeah.
Seasons change.
Oh, I
Right.
love, yeah.
Hey, I was on it.
Yeah.
Can I chime in real quick?
Go ahead.
It's crazy that y'all said that about that whole situation because he didn't want to do that.
Mm.
That's crazy.
He told me, he said, bro, I'm not doing no auto-tune, bro.
So
I said,
didn't.
bro, I said,
So
look,
didn't.
I said, you a boss in this situation. I said, you can do anything in any lane. I
Right.
said, right now, it's not about, feeling like, okay, if I do this, I'm going to be lame. I'm going to get judged. It's all about the culture right now.
Right.
And a lot of cats is tapping in. If you do auto-tune, but you don't have no bars, then you have to worry about it.
Absolutely.
But if you got bars and you can do the auto tune together, I'm like, that's crazy. And everybody's giving us a lot of good feedback on it, so I think it's a good idea.
The thing is, it's another weapon in the arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, if people limit themselves by saying like, okay, I'm not gonna do this type of music, or I'm not gonna do this,
yourself in.
then I'm like, you kind of put a stop to the culture and the growth of the culture. You know, just see what it does. I'm like, you know, we dealing with a digital age right now. We can go in here, record something. If you don't like it, if it come out whack, nobody ever has to hear it. Hit the erase button.
That's
it's gone
what it
forever.
is. And I think that's what it was with me.
So just try it.
Yeah, making the tape. I said, let's try this Far Away. We did that on the spot. He played the beat, you know what I'm saying? And we was actually getting ready to leave the studio.
He didn't get no sleep there.
He played that beat before we was leaving. And then I'm like, wait a minute, turn the stuff back on. I end up doing that song, and then we just started going through the other songs and did it so quick. I'm like, man, you know, it was a blessing. So
and we just built from there. You know what I'm saying? And my son did a track on there as well.
Charted his song that he got on there. Shout out DJ J Legacy.
Yeah,
we got a song on tune tape called "Talk That Talk" and
Woo. Oh man, Talk That Talk was
video was out on that as well.
And that was actually
I seen the Talk That Talk video.
Yeah, that charted. Really that actually charted on the radio recently. We was trying to get Ross on it, but some things didn't go how we wanted it to. But shout out to MMG. We're going to be back. We're going to get that Ross feature for sure.
And Slab. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out Slab. Shout out
Slab.
So is Hammer a true story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We was listening to the lyrics, and you said you I don't know the lyrics like that, but you said you weren't rocking a red do-rag and you mobbing like Pac.
Yeah.
So we putting it together, West Coast, so like Pac, red do-rag, mobbing, M.O.B.
What's going on?
Right.
So is that saying you're affiliated?
Yeah, well, you know, not necessarily saying I'm affiliated, but you remember when Pac, he used to wear the red bandana.
Yeah.
So I just flipped it into more 2020 terms.
Gotcha.
Rocking a red do-rag.
Okay.
Right.
Mobbing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like, you know what I'm saying? But instead of the bandana he used to wear, I'm rocking the red do-rag.
Okay,
Got you.
Yeah, we was examining them bars and it's like, M.O.B.?
Yeah. So
that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Real dope.
Let's see what we got in here. Y'all answered a lot of questions. How y'all met.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, so Daiyon, we also have a thing called the bar test.
Yeah.
We like to any MC that step up on this plate, right? You got to give us some of your talent.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
That's hands down.
So
you already know what it is.
I know DJ Vudu was gracious enough to bless us with one of his tracks.
Fire,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, let's get it.
That's fire. That's fire.
My man Daiyon, hey. Y'all about to witness something fire right now. You know what I mean? If I was back in the day, I'd be like, yo, get your tape decks ready. Because your boy, this guy's about to go crazy. If you haven't heard his music, man,
get your phone and press record.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
That's it. You know? Hey, I'm off 4 hours of sleep, but let's try to get to it, man. Come on.
Let's go.
Look.
Go ahead and eat.
Hey, see if I can get through this like this. Look. You might as well call me a Mac without the feather. These niggas talking about they rap, I'm like whatever. My pastime, I just relax and think about cheddar. Cause I'm from the Swiss state, my nigga, I gotta shred them, you get Swiss cheesed up. You know I put it down and keep your bitch knees up. These niggas come around, but I'm like 10 feet up. Who said he wear the crown, time to eat, he's lunch. Fucking with me, these nuts, never. I'm clever with forever words, this is... let me go one more time, hold up, I'm gonna kick it back, start over for me. I got you, let me stand up for this shit real quick, hold on.
Yeah, go
get that fire,
go ahead, get in your bag, baby. Cause you was out here blazing, come on, get in your bag.
I got you, hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, look, let me get to it.
Get in your bag, baby.
Look.
Let's go. Let him eat.
You might as well call me a Mac without the feather. These niggas talking about they rap, I'm like whatever. My pastime, I just relax and think about cheddar. Cause I'm from the Swiss state, my nigga, I gotta shred them, you'll get Swiss cheesed up. You know I put it down to keep your bitch knees up. Woo! These niggas come around, but I'm like 10 feet up. Who said he wear the crown, time to eat, he's lunch. Fucking with me, these nuts, never. I'm clever with whatever words. This is 10,000 hours of power. Let it register. You ain't gotta ask Nelly. He told you it's hot in her, but you should ask Usher. He told you to let it burn, undefeated. These niggas give me reason to leave them leaking. I split and crease them, put them on the track and then leave them bleeding. Nightmare on D Street, you should've just took the scenic. These niggas took the wrong fucking route as you niggas tweaking. I'm a real nigga, feel like Emmett Till in them. I'm coming for everything that's old, fuck a field nigga. 40 acres in the mule, put me on the bill nigga. Face of the presidency, now you gotta deal with them. I try hard, and I die hard. Looking at my quest, they like, my God. Fame and success off that tripod. Kawhi Leonard, I'm a cyborg. I swear to I ain't lying, dog. Your bitch pussy prehistoric. Why you think she dinosaur? I swear I ain't lying, dog. Your bitch pussy prehistoric. Why you think she dinosaur? I beat it up, sent it home to you, and then you eat it up. But treat for what? You said you wanted war, so let's just. Ah, man, you see, you got me going crazy, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Look, hold on. Keep going, man. Man, I gotta get this shit back, bro. Listen, hold up. Yeah, run that shit back, man. I gotta get this whole shit for y'all, bro. Come on, man. Let me kick. Can I start this shit over real quick, man? I'm gonna fall out of sleep, my nigga.
Look, keep going. Do what you do.
Here it is. Look, I'm gonna get to this shit. Look. You might as well call me a Mac without the feather. These niggas talking about they rap. I'm like, whatever. My pastime, I just relax and think my cheddar. Cause I'm from the Swiss state, my nigga. I gotta shred them. You'll get Swiss cheesed up. You know I put it down to keep your bitch knees up. These niggas come around, but I'm like, please, who said he waited crown time to eat? He's lunch fucking with me, these nuts, never. I'm clever with whatever words. This is 10,000 hours of power. Let it register. You ain't gotta ask Nelly. He told you it's hot in her, but you should ask Usher. He told you to let it burn, undefeated. These niggas give me reason to leave them leaking. I split and crease them, put them on a shirt and then triple beam them. Nightmare on D Street, you should've just took the scenic. These niggas took the wrong fucking routers, you niggas tweaking. I'm a real nigga, feel like Emmett Till in them. I'm coming for everything that's old, fuck the field nigga. 40 acres in the mule, put me on the bill nigga. Voice of the presidency, now you gotta deal with them. I try hard, and I die hard. Looking at my quest, they like, my God. Fame and success off that tripod, but I'm Kawhi Leonard. I'm a cyborg. Hey, I swear to I ain't lying, dog. Your bitch pussy prehistoric. Why you think she dinosaur? Hey, I swear to I ain't lying, dog. Your bitch pussy prehistoric. Why you think she dinosaur? I beat it up, sent it home to you, and then you eat it up. But treat for what? You said you wanted war, so let's just speed it up. I need my cut, man. It's my whole bar. I'm trying to feed my championship bars. Niggas see the ring is us. Look, they said try your luck. They already told me once, so tell me twice for what? See, this game is full of sharks, you better tighten up. I done seen so many dim days, it's time to light them up. You right as fuck. I told you, lame, stop it. This money things is like I'm in a different altitude, I'm talking planes and profit. We ain't the same as different views, you niggas playing sloppy. And I'm complaining about my shoes, I just lace them properly. Hey, so walk with me. Every night up in the dark, I had to talk with me. Real shit, I seen it come and seen it fall quickly. So it gotta make sense. I'm talking large Benjis, I'm talking 20, 50s, 100s. Niggas out of frontin'. Look inside my eyes, shit is real. You hear my hunger? You can feel the vibe. I'm a killer, how I'm coming. I'm trying to hit a home run. These niggas out of button hunts, but it's nothing. It's just another muffin. Came out of mama's stove, so you know that shit is gushing. Saucing up the game. Bitches say they wanna fuck 'em. Yeah, I feel your pain. All my niggas come from nothing. Ay, but we gon' make it, we gon' make it. Ay, I came out my mama's womb blazing. Sometimes you gotta stare him in the face when they try to count you out, but this is greatness, my nigga. Woo! Yes, sir. Man.
My nigga!
I really wanna spit the whole shit for y'all though, man. I really wanna spit it back one more time, man.
Come on, man.
Run it back, we got time. Can I run the whole shit back just to get the
Hey, look, man, I say, look, man, we here right now, man.
Fuck that, man.
I say, live your life, baby.
Man,
you know, we love to see an artist in his bag.
Yeah, man, I'm on 4 hours of sleep, but let me see, man. Keep it going. Keep running that back one more time for me, baby.
Look. You got DJ Sim out here earning his money right now. You know what I'm talking about?
I just think my attitude could be a little bit more aggressive with it, man.
I say eat. You know what I mean?
Shit from the beginning, man.
Make it hard for the next person to come up here.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, somebody get this man a spoon and a fork, man. Let him eat.
But y'all wanna hear that same shit from the beginning, man? Look, let it ride real quick. Okay, look. I'm gonna kick it, man. I wrote this specifically for y'all yesterday. I need to kick this shit. I need to kick it. Look.
I say go for yours, baby. Let's go.
Look. You might as well call me a Mac without the feather. These niggas talking about they rap, I'm like whatever. My pastime, I just relax and think about cheddar. Cause I'm from the Swiss state, my nigga, I gotta shred them. You get Swiss cheesed up. You know I put it down to keep your bitch knees up. These niggas come around, but I'm like 10 feet up. Who said he wear the crown time to eat? He's nuts, fucking with me, these nuts, never. I'm clever with whatever words. This is 10,000 hours of power. Let it register. You ain't gotta ask Nelly. He told you what's hot in her. Better yet, ask Usher. He told you to let it burn. Undefeated. These niggas give me reason to leave them leaking. I split and crease them, put them on a shirt and then triple beam them. Nightmare on D Street. You should've just took the scenic. You niggas took the wrong fucking routers. You niggas tweaking. I'm a real nigga. Feel like Emmett Till in them. I'm coming for everything that's old. Fuck a field, nigga. 40 acres in the mule. Put me on a bill, nigga. Face of the presidency. Now you gotta deal with them. I try hard and I die hard. Ay, looking at my quest, they like, my God. Fame and success off that tripod, but I'm Kawhi Leonard, ay, I'm a cyborg, ay, I swear to, I ain't lying, dog, your bitch pussy prehistoric, why you think she dinosaur, yeah, I swear to, I ain't lying, dog, your bitch pussy prehistoric, why you think she dinosaur, I beat it up, send it home to you and then you eat it up, retreat for what, you said you want a war, so let's just speed it up, I need my cut, man, that hoe was mine, I'm trying to see my Bucks, championship, boss, nigga, see the ring with us. They said try your luck. They already told me once, so tell me twice for what? See, this game is full of sharks, you better tighten up. I done seen so many them days, it's time to light them up. You right as fuck. I told you lame, stop it. This money thing is logic. We in a different altitude, I'm talking planes and profit. We ain't the same as different views, you niggas playing sloppy. And I don't complain about my shoes, I just lace them properly. Ayy. So walk with me. Every night up in the dark, I had that talk with me. Let's go. Real shit, I seen it come and seen it fall quickly. So it gotta make sense. I'm talking large Benjis. I'm talking 20, 50s, 100s. Niggas out in frontin'. Look inside my eyes, shit is real. You hear my hunger. You can feel the vibe. I'm a killer, how I'm coming. I'm trying to hit a home run. These niggas out of button hunts. But it's nothing. It's just another muffin. Came out of mama's stove, so you know that shit is gushing. Saucing up the game. Bitches say they wanna fuck them. Yeah, I feel your pain. All my niggas come from nothing. Hey, but we gon' make it, we gon' make it. I came on my mama's womb blazing. Sometimes you gotta stare him in the face when they try to count you out, but this is greatness. Look, hey, you said you heard about me. Fuck you mean, you don't know no word about me. I see them now, they acting all concerned about me. But what was y'all when they tried to knock my turn about me? They had that Mac in my head, brother in the feds. If you love me, then just say it, cause all that fuckery is dead. It's a new day, I'm still the same and it's a new plate. And every nigga eating off of mine gotta prove his place. Cause I'm the alpha male, but that's only cause alphas dwell in the place where them fangs know to bite and kill. I know a nigga doing life and now it's life in hell. Behind bars like, oh my God, this is life for real. So I do it for them, I do it for my cousin Face. You know I'm losing a limb. They told me slow my pace, but I move with the wind. And if I had to do it over, I would do it again. This ain't rapping, oh, this magical. Niggas like me have to blow. I represent the down bottom. That's the only path we know. So fuck all the assumptions. We made it from nothing. Underground Railroad related to Tubman, nigga. Woo!
Man. Woo! Hey, somebody get the fire extinguisher, man. This mic don't work no more.
Let me tell y'all a story, man. Let me tell y'all a story.
Respect.
Let me tell y'all a story, man.
Sorry about that, man. Delay, man. I'm on 4 hours of sleep, but I couldn't let y'all down.
But check this out.
Hey, man,
you couldn't let y'all down, man.
The same energy that y'all feeling right now.
Right.
When we did Tune Tape, the first song Far Away.
Right.
This dude had been driving from like Iowa to Vegas in like 32 hours or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Dang, didn't get no sleep. We was about to leave the studio, right?
Yeah, I was in the Bay that time.
Yeah, it's coming from the Bay, but we had came back around because it was like 32 hours.
Right. Oh, yeah, my fault.
Shout out to my wife Renee, executive producer and associate producer, the projects we working on right now. But she was in the studio and she was like, "Is Daiyon cool to drive back?" And he was like, "Play me some beats." He just out of nowhere like, "Play me some beats."
Right.
So I started playing the beats. He came up with the whole Tune Tape concept that night and started the first song and started the whole situation from there with no sleep.
Damn.
Because he's a perfectionist.
Right.
And sometimes we get irritated with Daiyon. I'm like, dude, stop worrying about it. You good. No, but out of 10,000 words, this nigga say one word wrong. You'd be like, bro, let's go back in the studio and record that over. Man, that's a gift.
Right.
A lot of these cats out here don't even care if you know what they saying on the rap.
Absolutely.
And this dude is like, man, he has pride in his craft and what he does and what people listen to. And I love that. And that's why I fuck with him.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey, real talk, man. I'm like, yo, Daiyon, man. I'm like, you did more than what we expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, I feel like this is like one of the best presents you could have gave me coming up here and blessing this mic right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I just want to ask y'all, okay, if you had a chance to work with any artist right now in the game that you haven't had a chance to contact with, who would be your dream collab?
Man, dream collab.
We gonna let you go Vudu, and then we gonna let you go. Go Daiyon, then we gonna let you go Vudu.
Mine's definitely got to be Ross, because that's something I kind of like manifested,
Right.
and everything been coming together. So Ross definitely would be the one. You know what I mean? For sure.
Okay.
Man, how could you ask a question like that, bro?
Man,
That's hard.
hey,
One?
That's what I said.
if you got two, you can get two. I'm like, man, we can't go 100.
All right, if I had the opportunity to produce a track,
Right.
on one person, me and my wife were talking about this the other day.
Right.
Her favorite artist is J. Cole.
Gotcha.
J. Cole, nice.
Yeah.
I really like J. Cole.
Right.
But if I could produce one artist, is it dead or alive?
Dead, alive, whatever.
Alive.
All right, let's take away all the people that's living right now.
Okay.
If I can produce a whole album, let's say EP, 7-song EP,
Gotcha.
it would have to be Pop.
Pop.
That's just on God.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
if you talk
I can
about
see that.
living right now,
Right.
That's what I thought you meant, living right now. So,
I mean, it's a toss between Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. They
know what I'm
gonna,
saying?
and they gonna do you right.
Yeah, that
they're going to do their due diligence, for sure.
They gonna do you right.
Sure.
Anytime you get them dudes with Mike, man, them dudes is incredible.
You know what? Now I'm not gonna take it back, but let's do a wild card. Andre 3000.
Oh man,
Yeah.
3 stacks, man.
Top
Yeah.
five.
If you can pull him out of his hiding place,
No,
man.
but I would
Right.
put his ass to work,
Right.
and we will get a Grammy,
Yeah.
and it'll be whatever platinum is now. It'll be that over some, because
Right.
I could take him in every genre and make a single off of every genre he fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
On the business side, it's Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's real versatile.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I'm like,
super,
you know,
super.
he's not
Versatile.
pigeonholed on any lane. I'm like, even the way that he approaches doing music, it's like even with the Love Below and all that stuff. I'm like, that stuff is like that's what they doing right now.
Exactly.
He was
And
doing
then
it before they was doing it.
He sunned a lot of people.
Great.
And if y'all think about right now from an executive standpoint and consumer standpoint, what if he would have made a whole album that sounded just like Hey Ya? Because if you think about what Bruno Mars is doing right now,
Right.
that
Yeah, he was
whole
ahead of the game.
that whole
He was
vibe
ahead of
is
the
he's
time.
taking that seed from Lakeside,
Right.
Function,
Yep.
Cool in the Gang,
Yep.
the OJs,
He's
Earth,
a-
Wind and Fire.
I
Yep.
ain't never thought
He's
about
he's
that.
not
Right.
really biting, and I'm not gonna say he's a culture vulture, but he's giving homage,
Right.
paying homage to all those type of genres put into one.
You know what I
know
like
what I'm
about what Bruno is doing? Bruno is actually making sure that that kind of music
stays
doesn't
alive.
die. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep. I love that.
And I'm like, you know, everybody's like, oh man, that music's dead. Nobody's listening to that anymore. But
Right.
then you hear Bruno do it on this large scale, and everybody loves it. I'm like, you know what that tells me? That the music isn't dead. It's just y'all constantly trying to look for something new, but not appreciating what it came from.
And from a production standpoint, I appreciate the instrumentation and the band aspect, and not only at a concert or a show, but in your production. Because when you go back to the old Isley Brother records, you listen to like how it was mixed, how it was recorded. Like, damn, like it sound better than the stuff that's out now.
Right.
So with Bruno Mars and you know what I'm saying, the way he does his production, like I love how it's all live,
Right.
but it's produced right.
Right.
And James Brown was one of the only people to get that
right.
on the one and it make it sound like a sampler.
Right.
And that's what Bruno Mars is doing right now. They're making it sound like it's a sample, but it's really real live music.
But
it's sounding dope.
That's what you call a professional.
Yeah, man, it's dope.
Indeed.
So let me ask each of y'all this question. What was the craziest thing that's happened to you since you've been in the game in this music? You know, just a little fun
You
question.
want to go? I got something. You go first, though. Something just
Man, I
recently
don't even know if I
happened.
want to bring this up, man, because this was like borderline, like losing my life.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not gonna bring that up.
Ooh,
Don't bring
damn,
it up.
like man, losing your life. That sounds juicy.
Right.
I would say you said the weirdest thing or like the
Craziest, weirdest thing, you know,
Craziest thing.
whatever that's happened to you since you've been in this game.
Yeah, craziest thing.
I would say watching TV and seeing my song being performed on the Billboard Awards.
Right.
I was like,
That's major.
I'm like, this shit ain't even happening, bro.
Right.
I'm like,
That's major.
I'm
That's a
just
flex
like,
right there. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Real
yo,
flex.
let's just give it up for a flex, man. 'Cause that was crazy. Oh, man, you're watching TV.
But
my
I'm
song being played on the Billboard.
I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, because it's different when you in the spotlight or you're behind behind the camera on the scenes or whatever. Like on 106 in Park, it was like we had to be there and get it ready for the takes and all that. It was live. We had to, film it or whatever.
Right.
When you at home, you eating dinner or whatever, you chilling with your loved ones, and the TV come on and the Billboard logo and stuff come on, and you see your song being performed. It's crazy.
Right.
And I think that's one of the moments that really touched my heart.
I'm gonna go negative with it, man. Just recently, you know what I mean? I want to, probably shed some light on all the artists that's out here. They ain't got your publishing and all that stuff together. Get it correct, man. I'm telling you. Because recently, good thing God didn't move. I felt like the universe didn't want it to happen. But recently, me and his son, we just doing some research with an ASCAP. I check in, getting all my, all my stuff tight for all the new rollout that we got coming.
Right.
We talked to the lady personally, and I'm asking her, I'm like, what songs do I have publishing on? You know what I mean? Because she telling me like, yeah, you only got such and such. Now, I'm not tripping because all my new stuff is way better than my old stuff, but she started naming off songs that I had with Lil Jon and Bun B and all of them.
Right,
you
right.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? She like, you don't have publishing on this record, X, Y, Z. Now, mind you, the dude who took the publishing at that time, it's like 08, right before I met him, 07. This dude still be cheering me on my IG. Man, do what you do. Keep going. Because I know he know once the new stuff blow,
Right.
he gonna be able to, pick up off that old stuff.
Right.
So I already didn't holler at the lawyer, but I want to shed light on all the artists out there. You can't be rapping and not know the business, bro.
That part.
Like me, I was a victim of it too. I was sitting back and just thinking this rap. Luckily with him, you know what I'm saying, he was like, yeah, you got to get it tight. So I just been learning on my own and just making sure I stay in tune and make sure I stay on all of my P's and Q's, because these artists, like I said, I just made that call 2 weeks ago and she told me this. Now, good thing God didn't let that album go like he wanted to go.
Right.
All my new stuff was way better, but still though, I still put a dent in my head. I'm like, man, so you got it. These artists, y'all got to stay on y'all game, man.
You got to. And my whole
publishing the point. Get your publishing company
all
man.
day. And my analogy behind that is this game is 90% business, 10% talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's a good thing that we have a lot of talent, and that's not nothing to find. It's easy to find talent out here. But the whole thing is, my analogy is, not having your business correct or knowing the business when you being an artist is like having the keys to a Maybach with no gas. You can floss, you can take pictures, you can do a video shoot. You might be able to get something off of that, but when it's time to roll out, you ain't got no gas, bro.
Ain't got no gas, no machine.
You see what I'm saying? You just looking good, but you ain't moving.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And hey. Yeah, those are jewels right there, baby.
Yeah, I want to face on. You know what I mean? I got some dope jewels.
Those is jewels right there.
But that I wanted to shed that light on the game, man, because it is a lot of artists. I meet them daily. I just met 3-4 artists in the last week. I'm asking him, a producer, artist, hey, you got your ass cap? We're trying to register some stuff. Nah, I'm like, you ain't got your ass cap. What is you doing this for a career, right? And you dope, you nice with it, but you ain't got your ass cap. You got to take it serious. It's a business.
And to get deeper into that, when he talked to me about that a couple of days ago, I didn't even really understand it, because to me, it's like I'm biased sometimes, and sometimes I'm like an older OG, and I think people should know the shit that I know.
Right.
But I need to educate more, and he told me that. It made me think about it, because the dude had his writers but didn't have his publishing. You're supposed to have both regardless.
Right.
And you can't have your writers over on ASCAP and then your publishers over on BMI. Yeah. They won't let you do it.
Gotcha.
You got to have both on both. You know what I'm saying? And if you're from overseas, you got to have CSAC. But if you are, this is one jewel, just, we're not going to get too deep into it, but if you're a writer or a producer or a composer or author or whatever, you have to have your writers, which is a government name.
That's it.
And you have to have your publishing company, which is another, it could be an LLC, it can be an S Corp, it can be whatever, but it has to be a company which represents your publishing.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And also, as a writer, you can have a pseudonymous name. I think you get 2 or 3. Like, when I dropped a couple albums back in the day, I did something just to try it out to have another name. Like, you know how people change their name up or whatever.
Right.
Have a pseudonym. I had DJ Sun Junkie. But when I went to ASCAP, I asked him, he's like, you can't do more than 2. So that's good to know.
Right.
So, you know, if you sign with a label and you sign under, say, Joe Schmo. Right. If you get screwed over, they can take everything that represents Joe Schmo on the 360 deal or whatever. Right. But let's say you have an extra pseudonym, like had Prince did, the artist known as Prince. Yeah. You can do a second one and say, okay, well, I'm going to name myself Joe Schmay if you really wanted to. Right. So you can do 2 of them.
Yeah, that's like the similar situation with Mos Def and
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Same type of vibe. So
that's just little jewel, you know.
Yeah, y'all artists get it together, man. If y'all need help, man, holla at me. My IG is Daiyon Music. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for all that. I got a lot of productive and positive jewels that God blessed me with too. But at the end of the day, I want to put that out there because I'm running to them every day and they don't know what they doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to put that out.
All right, well, fellas, tell them where we can reach you at, man, and where everybody can see you and check out your videos and everything.
Check me out on on social media, IG Daiyon Music. That's Daiyon Music. Twitter Daiyon Music. YouTube Daiyon Music. Daiyon Music. Also, them is really the 3 platforms. And Spotify is just Daiyon, Daiyon. That's it. And then shout out to y'all too, man. I want to do some work with y'all.
Hey,
as far as like helping growing y'all stuff too. I got a couple things I want to talk to y'all about for sure, man.
Absolutely.
So,
you
set the bar high for the next guest.
Right.
By the way, I wanted to let y'all know before you go to him. This ain't no old verse. I wrote that verse. I just
was
wrote
outside
that 2
right
days
when I
ago.
came in.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
This ain't nothing. I wanted to do this specifically because y'all family. So I'm like, I gotta come here and do it right. You feel me?
Bless.
I cannot. Yeah. So I blessed that I wrote that directly for the show.
Man, we appreciate that.
Before I get the info real quick, I know y'all got time. The Fifth Element, right?
Yep.
I was wrecking my brain. So this is what I thought it was: DJing, MCing, graffiti, and b-boy or dance, right?
Yeah,
is the question mark the fifth element?
The question mark is the question mark. Fifth element is if you go by the rules of the game, it's knowledge. The fifth element is knowledge. Now, we like to put the question marks because knowledge is something that keeps expanding, and it represents the show. We here to bring the hip hop culture to the people.
Right.
So that's the question mark.
And
we're the fifth element of the game, right?
And when
now.
I think what y'all should do every time somebody come up there, ask them what do they represent in that question mark. So they'll be the fifth element. But what I was going to think about, what I was going to bring to the table as far as what will be my question mark is fashion. Because we control the world. Hip hop controls the world on fashion.
It's definitely
that trend.
It's definitely
just like how b-boying and rapping and DJing back then was the influence. What we all got on the cat that was just here with the shoes. What is that?
Yeah,
that's fashion.
Yeah,
without hip hop, fashion would not be the same.
It definitely wouldn't look like it look right now.
Right. So that's just my question. My question mark for the jewel.
Hey, you know what? That's a jewel right there.
Yeah.
But just
definitely a blessing.
Just to add to the contact, Instagram is at Vudu Spellz. That's VUDUSPELLZ.
Woo.
Also Facebook Vudu Spellz is VUDUSPELLZ. Then on Twitter is Vudu Spellz World, and then on Spotify is DJ Vudu Spellz. And if you check out anything that say Vudu Spellz, it's pretty much me.
Nice.
Now DJ Vudu, that was an issue with licensing.
Right.
So that may be another person in Europe that got that. And also the thing that goes through Walmart, the streaming Vudu.
Yeah.
I could have got some money from that. But I didn't have my business together.
See?
That's why I went to Vudu Spellz. So I'm helping y'all now. Don't get caught up like we got caught up. Get your money right. Get your mind right. And in the education of the game.
No doubt. No doubt.
That's it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Love to y'all, man.
Hey,
show was fire, man. Show was fire.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Show was for all of
thank
y'all
you.
here.
Yes,
Show
sir.
was fire. Class.
Vudu.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Man, wonderful show, guys. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us. I'm like, man, we gotta have y'all on again in the future. You know,
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
you know,
Sure.
I'm like, this is our inaugural show, and we was blessed to have y'all come out and
big shout out to Sherm too, man.
Sherm.
Yeah.
Casino Brown, Sherm.
I forgot about my shout outs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's a plug. He right
Absolutely. Shout out to Sherm. Shout out to Lottery Pick Records. Shout out to all the homies y'all brought in here. Mari and
JJ
Legacy,
Richie Rums,
Overdose, and everybody, man.
Yeah.
All of them.
D-Troop, Swag, Mario, all y'all.
Absolutely, man. Everybody's in here, man. Solid individuals. I like to give a shout out to my people out here, Code 7, man. They out here representing Vegas real as far as getting that Vegas hip hop played on the radios out here and getting some support. So, you know what I mean? I like to shout out to my man Da Vinci and all them. And my girl Melody Stewart, we got a health and wellness segment that we're going to be introducing next week. And I just wanted to let you know that we're going to be letting y'all know that hip hop, just because you're in hip hop don't mean you don't have to be unhealthy. So,
big super shout out to Vegas Hype Media.
Vegas Hype Media. My man Quan behind the boards. He's doing what he do.
Right.
This the best. Hey, this up next. I'm telling y'all,
bro.
This next level. This up next. I really believe it. I'm speaking
That's
into
what's up.
existence. I'm just keeping it real with y'all.
Absolutely, man.
Straight
I'm like,
up.
yo,
I'm gonna do what I can. And keep
we
y'all
on the
name,
gas
keep y'all
button,
name
baby.
out there. for
We
sure.
on the
Y'all
gas right
represent to the fullest, bro. I love it.
Appreciate
That's
it,
what's
man.
up.
Hey,
Alright,
shout
now.
out BSCRadio.com
Oh, yeah.
to RadioBSC.com. Black
sure.
City Radio.
Absolutely. And that's a wrap, fellas.
Yeah, Fifth
No,
Element,
shit,
baby.
y'all,
Fifth
man.
Element.
Fifth Element,
yes,
baby.
sir.
That's a wrap. First show in the books. Yo,
Yes,
DJ
sir.
Sim, take us out with some of that fly ass music that we had going on earlier today,
Let's
baby.
go.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Vegas, what's up?
That was dope.
That was hot.
People